and welcome. My name is Elizabeth Larison. I'm the Director of Programs here at apexart. I'm here with Youngho Lee, who is our most recent New York City Fellow, here from both Seoul, South Korea, and from Berlin, Germany. Thank you for joining us today, and today is, what, day 27 or day 28 of your fellowship?
Yeah, almost done.
Almost done. How does it feel right now?
Oh, I feel like finally very free. Yeah.
Like you see freedom ahead of you, or you feel very free in the program now? What do you mean?
Yeah. I don't know, cause I mean it's yeah, maybe I don't know. Yeah, cause I'm just my feeling is quite yeah. I I I don't know how could I explain,
Mm-hmm.
but yeah, kind of course I will miss them program,
Mm-hmm.
and then but the another hand I feel really, oh, I want to go home finally, because there are not mine here.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
A lot of people feel this way at the end of the program, where they feel like they want to squeeze more into every day, but they're also ready to return to some sort of normal schedule of life. Do you feel like 30 days is the right length for the program, or do you feel like it's too long, or could you go another couple of weeks if you needed to?
Oh, I think our program is quite intensive.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I think, no, I don't know, because it's not really my wow.
Mm-hmm.
Just, yeah, I am guest here,
Mm-hmm.
because I'm just following, because maybe you have some kind of your suggest
Mm-hmm.
to guests, or
Mm-hmm.
you want to show
Mm-hmm.
something.
Right.
What do you want to?
Right. When you're in the
Yeah.
program, you kind of follow things,
Yeah, that's
rather than
right.
do your
Yeah.
own initiative.
But it's a fact. Our program is quite hard.
Mm-hmm. It is.
Yeah,
We often tell
very
people
intensive.
that they need a vacation after the fellowship.
Right,
'Cause it's so
right.
busy. So, like you say, you've been sort of following our schedule, our instructions for a month. How has your approach to that changed throughout the month? I know in the beginning you were overwhelmed. A lot of people are. That's part of the program, I think we would say.
Yeah, but
How does it change, or how does it stay the same for you? Your approach.
actually, I'm standing still under progress.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it was not finished yet.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
Now it's just I'm feeling kind of, or I'm thinking now.
Mm-hmm.
But I think it's the time is not correct to talk about that. Cause
Oh, yeah.
maybe after that,
Mm-hmm.
a week after, in a week or later maybe.
Mm-hmm. You'll have better
I get
perspective
why.
to judge how you
Yeah,
respond or think of the program.
yeah.
When you get a schedule, do you just kind of jump with it and go with it and not plan too much about the day, or do you start thinking about, what am I going to do in this neighborhood since I have an hour afterwards, or how do you approach the schedule like that?
Yeah, just you made my schedule.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, on a day to day.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I feel like I want to really make a clear mission
Mm-hmm.
every day.
Right.
That's why I was really hectic on the
Mhm.
street.
Mm-hmm.
Beginning of the program,
Mhm.
first week or 2 weeks. But now I'm used to be doing activity very well.
Mm-hmm.
But before I actually in beginning of our program,
Mm-hmm.
but that's why yeah, it was very sorry. I think on the mission, I worked a lot actually, but I couldn't get fresh air. I cannot look around. Yeah, I couldn't enjoy much on the street by walk. I mean, even if I had many chance by walk.
Because you were too focused on the next thing.
Yeah,
maybe
right.
Figuring out
I
how
have
to
to
get there.
find out, and I don't want to be delayed, not too late. Yeah.
I think if Stephen were here, he would say this because he says it often, but he talks about, the level of activity in the schedule is like here. Maybe normal, regular life activity is here, but after the fellowship, you'll find yourself maybe exploring or seizing more opportunities because you're kind of in the habit of it right now.
Yeah.
But you'll have to tell us if that's actually what happens in a few months, because
Yeah,
it'll be
but
interesting
I
to see.
understand totally enough
Yeah.
when you think. But actually, in the city or in the New York, it is fast and crowded. But while in Europe, people are slow, curious, and polite. Yeah, that is some different speed, I think.
That's really
Yeah,
interesting.
that's why for me it is sometimes too hard or too difficult sometimes
To adjust.
But yeah, yeah.
How does it compare? You say, the New York's pace of life is a lot faster than in Europe. How does it compare to Seoul?
Oh, so it more similar New York because
Okay.
Seoul is a small city, but they are metropolitan like in New York. That's why Seoul running really 24 hours.
Yeah. So it's so the pace of life is you came a little prepared based on your experiences in Seoul as well. So how did you? Do you recall or do you remember a point in your fellowship where you felt like you had been kind of overwhelmed in the beginning? Jet lag, getting used to directions, Google Maps, the fellow phone, everything. But was there a point where you felt like I'm caught up to speed now, that you kind of understood or felt like you could function as a New Yorker rather than as a visitor?
I feel still as a visitor
Oh,
and
yeah?
tourist. Of course.
Are you kidding me? You're a pro now. You've been to every borough. You've been out and about every day. You've done more things.
That is not the point. It is actually not really different far away where I am. But it's not really independent on the time, I think. Because even if I live for 2 years, 3 years, but as a student, then feel like I don't know. Yeah, I mean it's maybe I'm traveling for 1 year. Then I think I am tourist. Then it could be tourist even if you live 1 year in the same places.
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
I see now. So you would.
But actually our program is really dynamic. So I feel like I am tourist as a visitor, but I feel like I stayed here longer than 1 month.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Well, our feeling is that we try to get a mix of things that are both tourist, but also things that locals do or things that are really specific, with the idea that if you if you stay longer, if you come back to New York, you will have a lot of information about things that you might go back to or explore more, to go deeper.
Yeah, cause yeah, our program, on our program, I met Georgie. Yeah, she's Elma.
Georgie?
Yeah, George.
I'm not remember.
Elma Jummer. I met
Ellen Gesmer, the
oh
judge.
yeah,
Okay,
yeah,
yes,
yeah,
sorry.
yeah, she.
Yeah, tell me about that.
Yeah, actually, even if I live in New York, um, as a student, then I can meet the person.
Right, right. It's not like you're going to run into a judge on the street in New York and they're
just
going to invite you into their court.
I know just many things is at the school or around the school, school society, I mean. But as a visitor, it was very nice to see the New York society.
Have you been to court in Berlin or in Seoul?
No.
Not even as a jury member or anything?
No, yeah.
Oh, interesting.
Happiness, yeah, because I don't have any problem.
Right. Well, and is there no mandatory jury duty? Like in this, here, randomly we'll get something in the mail which says you are called to duty and you have to serve on the jury to help decide the cases.
Oh, really?
So there's nothing like that?
No,
Oh,
I
interesting.
haven't. Yeah.
Huh. Well, what did you think then inside the court?
Oh, yeah, but as a aesthetic aspect, yeah, really beautiful. Yeah.
Did the process make any
buildings,
sense? Was it explained at all?
Yeah, too many cases that days.
Okay.
Yeah, there was, yeah, quite. The time was quite running quick, and then yeah.
Oh, interesting. She mentioned that she has, I want to say like 20 cases in the afternoon
in
or
the
something,
day.
and I was
Yeah.
like kind of surprised.
Yeah, that's why it was a really hard time.
Yeah, long day.
Yeah, long day, because each case has a very individual, very personality. That's why, oh yeah, after that I was total tired.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Were the cases interesting or was it kind of dull? Like, was it, because on one hand you can think of things like court as being very bureaucratic and just very dull, but other times, you get stories that come out and, you try to figure out what's going on. How did you find it?
Oh no, because I don't wanna enjoy it anymore, because it was really tired.
Okay.
Actually, yeah. For example, for therapists, they have to listen every case,
Right.
but personally, really individuals case. But it's not really easy way to just listen. Yeah, because we can share. I mean, if I listen or if I get something information from outside, then yeah, I can share with them. It was hard, I think.
Interesting. That's an interesting comparison of like hearing different cases, like in
'Cause
therapy
it was
versus
not
in a court.
positive way,
Right.
Yeah,
right.
that's why it's not really joyful. Yeah.
Well, now since we're talking about some of the things that you did, I want to ask about some of the other things you mentioned. You mentioned finding both the Masons, Masonic Lodge, and Scientology interesting, and I wanted to ask if you could elaborate more on some of those things, or have you been to any of these types of places? Like, obviously Scientologists operate around the world, as do the Masons, and it's kind of, they have some interesting similarities, you could say, because they're kind of cults or clubs in a way, brotherhood, whatever. So I wanted to ask you about those.
Oh, yeah. But I think I visited the Masons building quite beginning of our program.
Yeah.
That's why I don't remember anymore the feeling.
Right.
Yeah, cause you know I am. Yeah, I found that I am a person who looks like to look at the whole things of anything. So to me, all of those things are intertwined and interrelated. They don't exist without each other.
Sure.
Yeah, just I remember very just that day. The very it was just abstraction. But
Well, I can ask a different question then. Based on things that are at the front of your memory, can you tell me about? We send you on a couple of different physical activities that are meant to be new and challenging. Can you describe one that you did that you were surprised to find on your schedule, or that you maybe tried for the first time, whether you liked it or not? Is there anything that stands out of the physical activities?
That were unfamiliar to me, but yeah, I've done.
You've done all of them? You've done them all before?
Yeah, kind of. Yeah. But not
Kayaking,
regular.
fencing, buto.
Yeah, sure.
You've done those all before?
When I was young, yeah.
Oh, really?
Sure, yeah. When I
wow.
was in Hungary, and then my actually Hungary friends, they have actually this kayak. Yeah, that's why I have.
Okay, so you've done that
before.
Had you done buto before?
No, but that class is kind of some individual, not really. But it is not some different way when I think what I know. I think, but yeah.
What did you think of that?
Oh, yeah, it was really just a surprise to me because I never expected that class.
Right.
Yeah.
And the fencing, how did you find that?
Oh, fencing was not really good program because yeah, it was not really doing because it's not so easy to start. That we have to listen how to do or just we have to, actually fencing has many equipment. Yeah, that's why we just
It was more instructional.
right.
Okay.
Listen how to do or what is that. Then yeah, almost our time is gone. That's why we couldn't to do exactly play.
Yeah,
But
with something so introductory and very specific and potentially dangerous.
yeah, exactly. Yeah. It wasn't that really easy sport, I think.
Yeah.
And then very happy to requirement.
Yeah. We also had a lot of activities that were sort of more information-based or lecture-based, where you attended some conferences or forums talking about various topics. Did you discover any topics that were new to you that you'd never really considered as something that you might be interested in?
I remember the day I met Travis. Yeah, at the ACE. Yeah, cause we talked about the kind of structure. What kind of structure they have. Yeah, and then how could teach the people who want to get job. Yeah, that was really interesting because I can. It is very nice to see the really New York society one of part.
Have you ever been involved in an organization like that?
No,
Mhm.
I don't think, cause yeah, just I read the newspaper like that,
Mhm.
but I don't have yeah chance to talk
Mhm.
with the guys who worked at ACE.
Mhm. That organization is really great because every 6 months, I think, they have a graduation
Oh
ceremony
yeah,
where
they
everybody
have
who's
a
completed.
certificate. Yeah,
Yeah.
it was a really great system because
Mhm.
they take care not just just I mean not for a short period. They
Mhm.
really take care regularly long period.
Mhm.
It was really great, I think.
Yeah. Sometimes we try to find opportunities where we have fellows volunteer there as well, but it doesn't always match up with the schedules.
Hmm.
But you did do one volunteer activity where you were at a food pantry distribution. Could you
Yeah.
tell us about that a little bit?
Oh yeah, it was really amazing because
Yeah.
yeah, really many people do together,
Mhm.
yeah, without direction. They
Mhm.
can do, yeah, by themselves
Mhm.
what they can do.
Mhm.
Or it was really well, I think
Mhm.
out of me, without me, also they are almost professional, maybe. I think, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, and yeah, they work really very hard, but the people are very kind,
Mhm.
and then to talk each other,
Mhm.
yeah, and then yeah, it was really warm actually.
A positive experience. Would you consider volunteering more back home or getting involved in something similar?
No, actually, volunteer is actually not easy way, cause that is not just oh I can help for 1 hour, 2 hour, not
Mhm.
like that. I think
Mhm.
volunteer is really um, important is to do regular,
Mhm.
not one times to have not
Right.
like that. I think.
Consistency.
Yeah, yeah.
Mhm.
That's why maybe yeah.
Mhm. Can be hard to dedicate yourself to something.
Oh yeah,
Mhm.
it's not like go to the um, cafe or yeah, not like that.
Mhm.
Yeah, but really we have to think.
Mhm. Are there any things that you did in the program or that you were introduced to or you learned about that you want to continue engaging with now that the program has ended?
Uh, I think yeah, really I appreciate you because its program is really yeah, dynamic and unique.
Mhm.
But I think it would be better that the missions were connected in a
Mhm.
day,
Mhm.
or connected or related.
A thematic day.
Yeah, in a
Mhm.
day.
Mhm.
Then I think much better, cause yeah, cause maybe before or after, for example, when I was in court,
Mhm.
then I am of course um, tourist. That's
Mhm.
why I didn't know what was a big issue in New York.
Mhm.
Yeah, that's why maybe after or before, maybe it kind of have time
Mhm.
to research from many article or
Mhm.
from the newspaper or
Mhm.
journal museum maybe.
Mhm.
Then maybe I can think continuously.
Mhm.
Then I think it was really great.
Mhm.
But sometimes connected each
Right.
other, sure.
Yeah.
But sometimes it's really unconnected in
Right.
a day.
Mhm.
Then it was a little too difficult.
Yeah.
at all, it clearly shows how our mind and body are.
Yeah.
Yeah, but yeah.
That's an interesting point. I think that in some ways that could be very interesting and good, but there's also another side of it where, as you know, you're in the program alone and there's some time between activities sometimes. I think that we try to sometimes use the severe differences of activities to make them stand out more in a way. I remember once we sent Susanna, we sent somebody from, I think, yoga in a historic mansion, really peaceful, and then we had sent her to a 3D IMAX movie about superheroes.
Oh.
So she goes from serene peace to like action movie. Sometimes we try to do that in order to make things stand out, and sometimes it makes people think about related or unrelated connections that you might not normally see. But we know it's like a lot. It's like it makes things a jumble. But sometimes that can be beneficial, sometimes not. But yeah.
Yeah, right. But I think I don't know it is fact or not, but I think your program is independent on the area, right? Kind of, I don't know, but
What do you
maybe,
mean, independent area?
maybe first meeting I am in Queens. Then maybe you can make another on the mission also in Queen areas like that.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I think because I
Yeah.
checked that. Yeah.
We do try to do that where
But
we
it's
can.
really you think actually activity how it's much yeah comfortable to move to
Within an area.
yeah
Yeah.
you do.
Um, So one part of the program obviously is the journal. You write some posts, and in one of your posts you wrote about happiness and being at peace with yourself and other people. And then you mentioned something about like things to change, and I wanted to know if there was something in the program that made you think about things to change, and if you would share what those things are, if the program had any role in that. Or if it just made you more reflective, I don't know.
Yeah, I feel I always going to be striving to make a kind of change. Yeah, but independent maybe my situation or my daily, I think. But yeah.
Okay, just more of a general thing to always keep improving and always keep changing. So I wanted to know, you kind of come from two different places, obviously, Seoul and Berlin. What types of things, now that you've been in the States for a while, were there any things that you felt were specific besides the pace? You said the pace of life is very quick here. Are there other things about U.S. culture that were different than you expected, or that stood out to you after being here for a month?
One thing is, I grew up till 18 in Korea, and after that I spent almost time in Germany. That's why when I go to Seoul recently, it's just like tourist visitor. Yeah, that's why some different. Yeah, and then New York City. I love to. I love to see that many layers. I mean, I love the place. That many layers over time and life grows. But New York it is. Yeah.
So it's more layered and more varied than what you expected?
Yeah.
What did you expect? What were you...
Actually, I don't think haven't thought concrete um, what I want to do or what I want to see in New York. Just I was very exciting to join your program, and you make the whole schedule for me. That was very exciting. Yeah, not really about New York, but yeah, but in New York it happened. But it was a really great thing. But I was exciting for us to join your program. Well, I get schedule. Yeah, it was exciting before you came.
Did you find New York culturally different? Like, did anything strike you at all in your time here?
Yeah.
Did anybody ask you for directions? Are New Yorkers nice? I don't know.
Yeah, I say that because, yeah, the city, yeah, quite fast, cloudy. It, while the Europe, the people is very slow. Yeah.
Have you become a New York walker? Speed walker? No.
I don't know, but yeah, why not? But yeah, but now is I can imagine that. Yeah, but it is really true. Yeah, yeah. New York is interesting, but yeah, maybe I need more time. Actually, 1 month is not really long period to know actually to see the inside.
Yeah, there's always more to see, that's for sure.
That's why I think it's just I can talk to body skin. Yeah.
Yeah, one layer at a time. So, obviously, therapy is a part of the program. I wanted to know that how you felt about that part of the program. Did you think it was? You don't have to go into any detail, obviously, but we think it could be, or we think it's an important part of our program since people are alone for the most part, and that they can have a place to kind of process things that they might not want to talk about when they're meeting with new people. But how was your experience with the therapy, and yeah, what did you think of it?
Yeah, therapy is really great because but just 4 times it was really I don't know it is working or not, just 4 times, but that why you put therapy onto your schedule, that was really interesting, and that is really respect thing, because yeah, maybe we need yeah.
That's the one activity on the schedule that was repeated like that.
Yeah,
right? So
and then I remember first time I met Nancy, because I was really happy, and I really was alone on the street, and then I finally in her office. Yeah, I got really very happy. I really enjoyed our conversation, but I don't remember single by single what I talked. Yeah, because I just got feeling, oh, it was really fantastic. Then later I wanna remember, oh, what I talked about. I really don't remember about wow, we talked too much. Yeah, but it was really exciting to me.
Yeah, we it's an important part of our program, and it's unusual things, you know, if you've done a lot of residencies, it's never a component, but we feel like it's it's something that we like, and people tend to feel is really useful for them while they're here.
Actually, last time I talked with nuns. Cause actually we need really therapist. Cause recently it's happened many things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah, that's why it was not really happen by around me. But we share the feeling, emotion. That's why we need actually.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Especially when you're in a new place also, and there's just new things going on all the time. I think that, yeah, if we get our healthcare figured out in this country, that would be something that should be available for everybody that is interested in it, because it can be such a valuable tool for everybody.
Right.
Has anything become more important to you throughout the program? Has it changed your perspective on things, or made you think about anything differently over the past 3 weeks in particular?
Maybe I told you it's the time
It's too
is
soon.
not to talk many things. Cause I really yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So here's a different one. In the beginning, when we first did the interview on Skype, when I first met you,
Yeah.
You said that you really liked the idea of this program because it kind of confused you, or it was interesting to you, in that you didn't have to make any work. You said, and I said, will that be a problem for you? And you said, please, I'm forced to make work all of the time. I need a break.
Yeah.
So how has that been for you? Has it been challenging not to think as an artist, in terms of production or strategy for a month? And how have you found that part of the program?
I think actually we cannot separate. Yeah, what I did, what I'm do now or not. It's not different way. I think we cannot stop to think about that. That's but
the pressure has been gone. Hopefully.
Yeah, or no, just I want to tell you.
Yes.
Morning today, I feel really very exciting to return to my table, to return to my computer. Yeah, right there. That's why I think maybe that time was really great, and then really that make many stories. It was really great because my age, we already set up our daily routine in life. That's why not really different layers of stories, but just for 1 month, I got really many stories.
Right.
Many, yeah, it was really great, and now I feel it's a right time to return to work. Yeah.
That's good.
Yeah.
I think of our program also as, I'm trying to think of a good analogy, but sometimes if you have a problem or a focus, and you focus so tightly, and you think about the problem, or you think about the issue, or whatever, but sometimes you take a break, and maybe you're just brushing your teeth or something completely different, and then it makes sense. The thing that you were trying so hard to push forward is sometimes, but by taking a break and by thinking on the periphery, sometimes things
But
work better.
I'm not kind of people. Yeah. Yeah.
But you're excited to return to work. Like, you have more enthusiasm to return now.
Yeah, just maybe great weather. Then almost done my mission, and then I change the place again. That's why I'm.
Those things are exciting.
But just I felt, but I don't know exactly from where I come. Yeah, where I'm from.
Okay. I wanted to ask about one other thing from your schedule that I forgot to mention earlier. I want to know what you thought of the Death Cafe, where you
Oh.
the discussion group
Oh, it was
at the cemetery, right?
Yeah, individual group.
Mm-hmm.
It was interested in what they did.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they had actually a regular program.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
For discussion about death, or
Yeah, kind of. Yeah, but the whole of life actually,
mm-hmm.
and then death or alive.
Have you ever discussed that before with anybody?
Oh, sure.
Okay.
With friends, sure. Yeah,
Right.
not in officially. Yeah,
Got it.
yeah.
How were people really old in the group, or was it a mix of?
Yeah, I think
Okay.
kind of a middle age or over them.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, that tends to be common for those groups, but not everyone is different. So
Yeah, right.
No, I asked that because some people have never talked about it, or for some people it's sort of taboo to discuss
Oh, really?
death. Yeah, so I wasn't sure if that how you felt about that.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
oh,
yeah.
No, I don't think.
Okay.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Mhm.
Let me just see. I don't know what we're doing on time here.
Oh,
Okay.
yeah, one,
Do you have any questions for me about the program, or anything that I should have asked you
No,
about?
just I wanna say thank you so much, and then really thank you for your time in New York,
Mhm.
and then yeah, and really appreciate you that make really compact program.
Well, thank you. It's been a pleasure working with you, and we are interested to check in with you 1 month, 6 months, and a year afterwards to see
Oh,
if
yeah,
anything has come up from all of these experiences.
Yeah, I don't forget.
Yeah, sometimes people will go home and something will
I
click
think
differently.
So. Yeah, I'm really looking forward that.
Yeah.
Cause now some kind of, but I cannot explain exactly what was happen.
Mhm.
But I think I am sure later I'm get something, or
Mhm.
I miss really a lot, or maybe I can change something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you like using the journal? Is that
Uh,
something you might keep doing?
No, I am not the person.
Not a
yeah.
writer. You don't like to write.
I mean, I like write, but I don't actually write open places,
Okay.
open spaces.
Mhm.
Yeah, that's why I don't use Facebook either,
Mhm.
and then blog. Yeah.
Mhm. Have you found yourself, or maybe you did this before already, but after being in New York for 1 month, do you think in English? Or did you before?
Yeah.
You did before.
Mm.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know. When you're trilingual like you are, at least.
No, by
maybe-
trip or
Hmm?
yeah, but yeah, I don't know, just by chance.
Mhm.
Yeah, I
You do okay. You were thinking in English already, so it's nothing big. Some people say that if they come here speaking other languages, they find themselves thinking in English also by the time the month is done, and adjusting.
yeah.
But
Cause I think language is very important, or just important in order to communicate each
Mhm.
other.
Mhm.
That's why I think, which language I have to do,
Mhm.
then why not? I will try.
You try to think.
Yeah, right.
That
yeah,
makes
very,
sense.
yeah.
Rather than
Easy
jumping
way.
all around.
Yeah,
That
to
makes
me.
sense. Very good. Any more questions from you? Okay. Well, Youngho, thank you very much.
Yeah, thank you too.
And thank you for watching.